There's a viral video going around of a man saying that he asked a girl coming over to his house to bring him food. She said, "Sure, I'll bring you the food if you pay." This upset him, so he put it on his Instagram story, and another girl commented and said, "I would have asked you to pay as well if we weren't exclusive." But he tells on himself and the state of modern dating when he says, "Well, we don't have to be exclusive for me to buy you dinner. We don't have to be exclusive for me to buy you flowers." That's the problem. Men dating women right now want to be treated like women. We have an entire human history of men having to fight for women, earn women, prove themselves to a woman. Still in countries today, we have countries where a man can't even be in a room alone with a woman who isn't his wife. But in America, in the West, we have men who say, "Well, I bought you flowers, so show me what you can do." They're spoiled brats. They have unlimited access to women, and they get the maximum output out of a woman with bare minimum effort. This is the same thing as a kid who gets an Xbox for Christmas and throws a tantrum in America when a kid in a third world country would just fall over if they got a deck of cards. These are spoiled brats, and you don't need to be dealing with them. You value yourself, you cherish yourself, you remember how your great-great-grandfather fought and earned your great-great-grandmother, and you don't put up with this nonsense.
So this is the guy that's in question right here. I do want to say that he's already getting sassy. I mean, he comes on camera with the under eye patches because I guess he missed some of his beauty sleep. Now, when I first saw this video, I definitely agreed that this man sounded so sassy. He basically said, "Why do I have to pursue you and do all of these things to get you, but you don't do anything for me?" We live in today's world where a lot of men feel like they want to be the bad bee. They want to be the woman. They want to be the princess. They want to be the pillow princess. They want to be wined and dined. And I think that we have normalized this because of, I guess, equal rights, right? Not when it comes to dating. And they have different intentions on why they are pursuing you. Not every man have great intentions when they pursue you. So obviously this dude said he was messing with this girl off and on and has not given her any type of commitment. So clearly he's getting something out of it, which is sex. She clearly knows he's not giving her more, so she doesn't need to do more. Which means if she's giving him access to her body and sex for basically whatever he gives out, why would she then dig into her pockets and pay for him? A woman receiving D and a man receiving sex from a woman is not the same. No matter how many men say, "Well, she's getting some sex out of it too," it's never the same. Most women, when they do have sex with a man consistently on a consistent basis, it means not only is she getting something out of it, but she's building a bond, an emotional bond to that man. And if he's not building an emotional bond with her, what is she really getting out of it? She's not getting anything. So I will say that I would look at the woman and say, yeah, don't dig in your pockets for a man, but you see who he is. So what are you getting out of this situation from him? And the guy's right. Women need to carry themselves as if they are the prize, because you will continue running into guys like this who will just only give you the basics. They're not committed to you. They're probably talking to other girls. And then they want you to go in their pockets and buy them stuff. Because if it wasn't for the food, like, it'll be something else. This is how a lot of men end up testing you too. So it may be the food now, and it may be shoes later, and it may be clothes. It may be, like, men like this usually test you to see how far they'll go with you and your boundaries. I think as long as women started upping their standards and standing their ground and not be scared to be alone, you're going to see the change within men. But as long as you keep participating in bullshit like this, you're not going to see no change. And you cannot complain about the dating world if you're contributing to the piss poor behavior and tolerating the piss poor behavior that these men are giving you. You can only look at yourself in the mirror and say, hey, am I contributing? Am I entertaining somebody who is not looking at me like I am the prize? They're not valuing my time, my energy, my effort, my body, my soul, my energy, and everything that I'm giving to them, and they're just depleting me, and they feel like we are the same. At the end of the day, men and women are not the same. Women are the prize. And no matter how many men get mad at that, because they will get mad at that, because they don't want women to start looking at themselves as having self-worth and having value, because then they lose access to sex. Because if women start gaining self-worth and self-esteem, you know how many women will start closing their legs to these unworthy men? They wouldn't be making videos like this, complain with the freaking eye patch under their eyes, complaining about her not buying him food. And another thing, he invited her to his house. She is a guest. So when you host guests, you are the person that provide the food and the drinks. So you had this woman drive all the way to you, come to your home, have her come there, and then try to ask her for some food to buy? Yeah, you could send her the money, because she's not about to, and she shouldn't be spending money on you. Because, sir, the only reason why you spent money on her is to have her there giving up the cat. Ladies, we're going to have to start looking at ourselves. We're going to have to up the standards if we want better behavior from men. They only know discipline. And by disciplining these men, by cutting off the cat, raising your standards, and not tolerating BS, they're not going to go long without having access to women. So they're either going to come correct or not at all.